Greetings, my name is Chinaza Dusan, and I definitely want to welcome you to this very brief overview of Paycation travel. It's an amazing world, and I have to tell you folks, you should see it. My story started 4 years ago. A single mom, 2 children, laid off from corporate America, really forced to make a decision. After losing everything from my house to my car, a chance for my daughter to be educated at one of the finest schools in the world, I had to make a decision. And of course, I was approached by a friend of mine on Facebook who exposed me to this business, and I'm going to promise you, folks, I got started 4 years ago in the travel industry. I joined Paycation Travel in September of 2013, and because of my faith in walking out here to empower families mentally, spiritually, and financially, this amazing business now pays my family a 6-figure residual income, provides us amazing tax benefits, and allows me to truly travel as an insider. So with that being said, let's talk about it. Because folks, at the end of the day, Warren Buffett taught me this. Never depend on a single source of income. You must do everything in your power to create a second source. I learned that lesson very quickly after being laid off. My job was all I had, but something had to give. Why? Because you have goals, and we have a solution that's going to allow you to supplement your income without having to work 2 jobs. Get paid from what you and your friends and your family are already doing, and more importantly, save money when you travel. So daydream with me. If money and time were no issue, where in the world would you go? Would you cruise the Mediterranean? Go to poolside in the grilled Jamaica? Or maybe you have Dubai on your bucket list. What I love about that is that we can keep it simple and hang out in Vegas. Only understand that in this business, what happens in Vegas does not stay in Vegas. Travel, the largest and sexiest industry in the world, and no one is allergic. In the United States alone, this industry is valued at over $1.3 trillion. If you see these numbers, you will understand $40,000 a second is generated in the industry of travel. Why? Because at the end of the day, it's the largest industry in the world, the #1 research word on the internet, an industry driven by baby boomers, one retiring every 20 seconds. So it's fair to say that almost everyone you know is traveling or wants to travel. That's what makes this business predictable, profitable, and a solid income solution for even you. We are Paycation Travel, a 12-year-old licensed, bonded global company based in Dallas, Texas. We represent the marketing arm of a traditional business by the name of Extreme Travel. And as a result, all they decided to do was diversify, like Walmart, having more distribution points around the world by affording an opportunity to open up outlets. Well, folks, we have more distribution points around the world, and I love it because we're partnered with some of the most amazing vendors in the industry. Not to mention that we offer amazing training, so you're going to be well trained and prepared to build an amazing travel business. We've received top honor and awards, and we earned all the credentials that you need to be successful in this business. When you get started with us, you're going to become a certified travel consultant. You're going to get your very own personal booking engine, earning 75% of the commissions that are paid to our company from suppliers and vendors around the world. So what's impressive about this at the end of the day, folks, is that it just makes sense. You're also going to get marketing support and tools that you need to manage your business, starting with Katie, a virtual pop-up that's on your marketing site. Her job is to educate you so that you can discover the power of your business. She's also in your virtual back office, so you'll have all the support you need from our company as well as Katie to acclimate you to your brand new travel business. And you're going to also have a travel club. This is included in your business, giving you access to 5,500 hotels, condos, and resorts in 105 countries. Guys, we've taken out the middleman, so with the travel club membership only, you're going to have access to these exclusive deals, and you're going to be able to pull together custom trips. Another game changer. Now let's talk about the taxes, because a lot of people understand that they spend the first 2 hours of their day on their 9 to 5 paying taxes. I'm going to tell you as a certified tax professional that by owning a home-based business is just a smart success strategy. Let's talk about that, because again, folks, the greatest expense that you'll ever incur in your lifetime, most people think it's their home, their children, or education. I'm here to tell you it's taxes. Think about it. You're getting taxed on every aspect of your life. Folks, from the grocery store to the car note, from the gas in your car, yes, you are being taxed on everything. Now, we believe that a lack of financial knowledge is worse than being broke. So today we're going to inform you on how having this amazing travel business will get you positioned to literally lower your tax liability and even possibly increase your refund. Why? Because these are the expenses you are already paying every single day. Think about it. You're paying things like travel, meals and entertainment. You have children, right? Office expenses for your home-based business. Our goal is to help you convert everyday living expenses into tax-deductible write-offs legally. Think about it. You go to work 9 to 5. You make $40,000 a year. You may be single. So the IRS gives you a standard deduction of $5,800 and an individual exemption of literally $3,900. We're talking about $9,700 already that is deducted from the $40,000 that you make, leaving you with what we call taxable income, $28,000 in taxable income. Powerful. And as a home-based business owner, we just want you to understand that your expenses that you're having and creating every day, they shouldn't exceed your taxable income. Now, how do you use your home as a place of business? Well, the IRS says that you must do one of the following. It must be your principal place of business or a place where you meet and deal with your customers, clients, or partners, like home-based travel parties, right? Or a separate structure that you use in connection with your home, the living room, the bedroom, the basement, wherever you want to have your home-based office. Now, as a result of you using your home as a place of business, a portion of your rent, your electric, your utilities, the cleaning, your groceries, all these different expenses, and I'm just giving you a very few, can be used to deduct against your taxable income to help you increase your refund or lower your tax liability. If you own a home, you need this business. Why? Because right now, all you're doing is following the mortgage interest from the 1098 that the bank gave you on a Schedule A. But if you had a home-based business, you would get a double deduction because now this form would also be filed on a 8829. Think about it. You have insurance, you have property taxes. Some of us are renting where we live. So a portion of our rent and everything else I talked about, folks, it just makes sense. Some of you have vehicles, right? And I love it because if you were just to invest in door magnets, put them on your car, you now can literally make your vehicle a company vehicle. And every time you leave home, you're advertising mobilely your business in the pursuit of profit. So folks, get a car, advertise your business like you see a lot of people doing. And they're doing that so they can now take some of these amazing expenses and keep a good mileage log, right? Download an amazing app called TripLog, T-R-I-P-L-O-G. It'll do you wonders when it comes to documenting because the IRS says you should just at least keep a mileage log for 3 months out of the year, and you can take an average for the rest of the year. 3 months, track your mileage. Why? Because every time you're driving down the street, you're throwing out 56 cents for every mile you have driven. Because in the travel industry, these are the expenses we are incurring every single day. So folks, it would just make sense if you're going to drive a car, own a home-based business. So now you can write off expenses like your mileage, your fuel, your car washes, your maintenance, the insurance, the oil changes, and the list goes on. Now, folks, we understand that that company vehicle is literally in the pursuit of profit. But you were also buying things like clothes, cell phone. We're getting our hair done. This is called business image maintenance. We can buy outfits up to 5 outfits a quarter, and we can deduct them against our business because this is business uniforms. Folks, giving away gifts this holiday season, you don't give them away. Let your company give them away. At the end of the day, it just makes sense to own a home-based business because you're going to be doing these things anyway. Now, we're going to convert those legal expenses into tax-deductible expenses because you're self-employed and you're a business owner. Folks, hire your children, my favorite aspect. Why? Because children don't pay payroll taxes. You can literally pay your children as independent contractors up to $6,100 per year. And as a result, take that deduction against your current income. I love it, folks, because as your tax professional and, of course, the person that's sharing this with you can point you in the right direction to get the solid advice you need. But I'm going to tell you that owning a home-based business is a smart strategy. Because at the end of the day, the things you like to do, that should be a hobby of yours. But what the world does, that should be your business. Warren Buffett also says, if I use it and I understand it, then I might as well own it. Well, you use travel. You understand travel. Then you should own travel. You should tap into the tax breaks, the travel savings. We travel 3 times a year to exotic resorts around the world at very discounted pricing. We have the Travel Club. You're going to get your own business, your own booking engine powered by Priceline. You're going to be able to put together trips, everything from the Super Bowl to the family reunion. There's no limits to what you can do in our business. And I love it because the perks come back to you, the business owner. You're still able to compete and be competitive and make a great source of income. So now, how do you get started in this amazing business? Well, guys, a very, very small investment of $149 $1.95. Get you started. You can open your own business today. Put the sign in your window. And you know what? Because you own this business, you get to go back 6 months and literally, for the purposes of research and development, deduct things off your taxes like the cable bill, the internet bill, the things you were paying, yes, you guessed it, anyway. So guys, what do you get for all of this? You get our certified training program. Amazing. 75% of the commissions paid to our company come back to you. I love it. You're able to pick up a phone and call any vendor anywhere in the world and book travel. You'll have your website where your customers can go to your website. You'll be able to qualify for industry credentials, and you'll be able to access reduced rate travel, and that's just the beginning. Guys, I wanted to give you a quick snapshot. And here's the thing. If you also decide that, hey, this makes sense. I know people who would love to make money, save money, and I definitely know people who need tax breaks. How do I share this opportunity? Bear in mind that this part of the business is optional. We have plenty of people making great income booking travel, solid income. At the end of the day, you can also make a little bit more income by sharing our opportunity. Because again, we sell travel, and we sell the opportunity for people to be in business for themselves. Now, every time you refer someone to our business, the company is going to pay you a direct sales commission of $50. We pay this income on a weekly basis. So again, you can set your own goals and pretty much map out where you want to go in this business. There's no limit to the number of people you can enroll. But I'm sure if you understood that every time you shared this business, we would pay you, there's no limit to who you would tell. Now, when you get to your third person, we're going to kick in a coded bonus, an additional $20. That coded bonus is because the third person becomes coded to you. Not only is the third person coded to you, but so are the first two people that they bring into the business. And those first two, and their first two through infinity. Can you see yourself leveraging and making $20 every time someone hits your business that's coded to you, who you do not know? Well, folks, again, someone's saying, oh my God, this sounds like one of those things. Nope, I'm not quite sure what those things are. We're definitely not a pyramid because pyramids have no product or service. Our product is travel, our service is travel. And see, in corporate America, every time someone joins your company, your boss is getting paid. The CEO is making money. He's leveraging your time and talent for the profitability of his company. Here, we're going to show you how to leverage the time and talent of your network to help you make money in the largest and sexiest industry in the world. And I love it because we'll also match the income of everyone who you've personally sponsored. Here's the power behind that. From your third person and beyond, we're going to give you a 100% match. So every time anyone that you've personally sponsored from your third and beyond earns a coded bonus, or anyone that's coded to you earns that coded bonus, this is powerful. Folks, you're going to earn a 100% match. So if Nancy earns $100 this week in coded bonuses, so do you. Mark's just here for the tax breaks and the travel perks. No, never mind. And Ron, he's building his business as well. Folks, this is through infinity. And then the first two people, you get a 150% match every time they earn a $20 coded bonus. Powerful. Don't try to dissect this today. Just understand that there's a lot of income on the table. We offer 6 streams of residual income. We also have a strong 3x7 matrix, and we match the matrix of everyone you've personally sponsored from 10 up to 18%. Powerful, folks. A game changer. We offer a 100% match on the residual codes, and again, I'm not going to go into all of this today, but I want you, if you're serious about making some money, or maybe you just want to book travel, partner with us. Join us. Maybe you're looking for residual income. Partner with us. Join us. Maybe you're looking for tax breaks. My purpose today was to give you a snapshot of what we're doing. Understand that as you build a team and you continue to grow your organization, there's more money on the table. We have lifestyle bonuses and diamond team bonuses. Lifestyle bonuses start at $600 and go all the way up to $1,000. And then, of course, our diamond team bonuses start off at $1,000 and go all the way up to folks literally $250,000 per month. There's no limits here, only the sky and the limits that you may set in your mind. While we are a 12-year-old company, I love it. In the last 11 months, we've taken this company from 500 to 12,000 agents. So yes, the opportunity is at ground floor, but very solid and very stable. At the end of the day, we're global. In 10 days, we will launch in the United Kingdom on September 27th. You want to be in position. Folks, don't miss the wave. It's coming. If you want to know more information, get back with the person who invited you. Again, my name is Chinaza Dusan. It's an honor to be before you today. I thank you for your time and for learning about the Paycation opportunity. We want you to join us. Experience the difference. It's an amazing world. We'll see you at the top because the bottom is just too crowded. Goodbye, America.